Hi guys, so today in this video I'm going to show you how I keep my bike here, Cinderella, clean all the time. And yeah, we'll get into it. So just to show you, this is, if the camera will focus, come on camera, focus. I don't know if you can see it, but this chain is gunked up real good. It is all nice and grimy. And the whole bike's all nice and grimy and dusty and ew. So what we're gonna do first is we're just gonna rinse it. We rinse it first and then we'll go from there. So if you are wondering what setting I'm going to use on my thing, I use flat, so it kind of gives this flat string instead of a jet. You don't want to use a jet because that's just too much. You don't really use a jet until you do the chain, but usually I use flat for the chain too. So I'm just going to go up the whole thing, just rinse it. Go over here. So I'm just cleaning the chain from here. And then I'm going to listen. And if I hear any grime in there, I'll know if it's really okay or if it's not okay. If it's what I'm doing, I can look at my hand and see if there's anything coming on my hand. Which there is some stuff in there still. But what we're going to do is we're going to wipe down the rest of the bike and then we're going to get the chain later. So I'm going to do this. I'm just going to use a rag to get all this dirt stuff because it's just dusty. Really, I don't even have to put soap on. Usually, I clean my bike so much that I try to not have it gunk up like an idiot. And if it does gunk up, I might use some soap. But just because it's not that gunked up, I'm not gonna do too much. I'm just getting in all the little nooks and crannies, and actually I'm going to open this vise that's holding the bike in. Now I'm going to do under the vise and plant the vise back down. And I actually recommend using a bike rack like this for cleaning, because it's just easier to get around the bike and not have to worry about it falling down every single second. And it just makes your life a whole lot easier for everything. Oh my Lord. alarm's going off. But we'll finish this and we'll check back right to you. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean the chain. And to do that, first we're going to grab our rag that we've already used with some degreaser before. And you can tell because it smells like citrus, because I use the Finish Line citrus degreaser. I like the citrus because you can smell it on your rag, and so you know it, or you can smell it on the chain so you know it's still there, and know which rag not to use when you're just wiping and drying it, because you don't want the degreaser to be on the chain when you're re-lubing it, because the lube will just run away and not do anything and won't work the way it should be. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this, wet it with this just a little bit, not too much, and then we're going to go around the chain with this, and then after that we'll wet this because it already had some degreaser in it before, and we're going to scrub the chain. Okay. And we're also gonna do our little jockey wheels back here because they've got grime on them too. So we're gonna spin those, clean each spoke off, and just kind of go around here, go around the sprockets. Go back to the jockey wheels and just really make sure everything is just ungrimed. Smell my rag, make sure I'm in the right spot, which I am. Really doing this too, because sometimes if yours is like mine, the little jockey wheels aren't metal, they're like plastic. And we're going to go here too with the rag. As I said, we're getting every little nook and cranny that we can get to. Now we're going to do what I said, and we're gonna take this, now I'm gonna reset our little thing, and I look for this little master link. That helps, especially when you got the rainbow, so you know where it is and how many passes you've done. So that's very helpful too. I buy that. we've done one pass. I'm gonna do another just in case. And we're also gonna actually do the bottom here. And this brush just what it's doing is getting in between those little pin area where we need to get to. And that's just getting all the gunk out of there. Okay, so we've done that. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna wet it again. I probably will use the jet to do it. Switch hands here. And we won't use jet, we'll use flat, that works. Okay, so that's done. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the rag, make sure, sniff it, just to make sure it doesn't have, let's see, I need the other rag. Yeah, this is the rag I need, I think. Yeah, I think this is the one. So we'll grab that and we're gonna dry it. Getting this. So now that's done, we're gonna go back, and since we got the bike already wet again, doing that, we're gonna dry it again with our towel. And actually we're gonna wet the tires and scrub the tires too, because I like doing the tires too. You don't have to do the tires, but I like to do them just because they're tubeless. And in my mind, if it's clean, because I kind of go by this military term, if it's clean, it's hard to see if you got a leak. When it's not, it's hard to see. It's very true. It's very hard to see if you've got a tiny leak of sealant in there that's going out of the tire, and probably during that leak you probably need a new tire. So I like to keep them clean. Plus it just makes the bike look nicer. Every little thing you clean just makes it look a whole lot prettier. So I need to get from here. Clean this side. And usually I just do the side of the tires, I don't always do the tread, but you can do the tread. It's just a little harder to do with a rag. I might do a little bit of tread, but it's not gunked up enough that I'm really worried about it. Yeah, because it's just a little dusty. That's all with it. There's nothing really of worry. Almost done. I'm gonna get all the water out of this rag though. Ooh, nastiness. Okay. So we're pretty much about done. I only have like a few more touch-ups to do. So I think this will be the end of this part of the video. Actually, no. I have one more clip. And because I want to show you what I do after I've cleaned the chain, which is pretty much I lube it, put fresh lube. And actually, yeah, I'll just tell you what I do. I put fresh lube on there, and then, but I have, before I put the fresh lube on, all of this has to dry. I have to sit it, let it sit, try to dry it as much as I can with a towel, and then once it's all dry, then I'll put lube on. And that's just from tutorial stuff that I've watched, is you just need to let it dry. And then after that, after I've lubed it, it's all good, and I've got nothing else to do. So yeah, I think this will be the end of the video. Got any questions, let me know in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you on the other side of the trails and tracks. Bye.